In today's trip report, we'll be travelling from the South Wales Valleys in Treherbert to Cardiff Central with Transport for Wales on one of their refurbished 150s. We'll compare it to a Northern 150 that Transport for Wales are borrowing, and we'll see where the new metro's being built. This is TheRateway. Hello and welcome to Treherbert, where today I'm going to be taking this Transport for Wales Class 150 train down to Cardiff Central. At the rear of the train is a unit borrowed from Northern. We'll check that out later. This is the refurbished Class 150 that operates most of Transport for Wales services on this route. I'm going to check out some of the features. They have an armrest at each seat, plugs and USB sockets for charging, and a generous wheelchair provision with a clean, accessible toilet. Bins are located throughout to keep the rest of the train clean, and they do their job by the looks of things. And there's space for cycles as well, quite a lot. Some sturdy seatback tables in case you want to do work, or full-size ones, a bit scabby though. Priority seats are also available. So I've chosen to travel in the refurbished part, but the rear two coaches look like this. They've been hired in by Northern, but have rather cramped seating, although there's bike spaces and USB plugs. But this is nicer. It's also the interior you're far more likely to get, and already we're in Aniswan, the first stop. The door alarms are very loud, but they have to be for compliance reasons. As we cruise along the countryside, you realise just how scenic the valleys are. Next stop, Treorci, Tonpentre, Astrad Rhondda. The engines are very noisy, but the ride is smooth, and soon we're at Llwynapia, Tonapandi, Dinas Rhondda. As we continue towards Pontypridd, yes, the scenery deteriorates a little bit, but we're soon at the lovely station of Porth, and I think this is a really pleasant station. We're passing another train here, so, you know, an added bonus to the view. Your attention, please. This is Porth. Mind the gap and enjoy the rest of the video. God, these trains aren't half squeaky. I don't know if you've noticed. What I've noticed is that the sun is really nice. I have been lucky with the weather today. I can tell you from living in Cardiff, it is prone to rain here. The scenery is quite nice too, although I don't know what that brown thing was. Anyway, we'll soon arrive at Treherbert, which is one of my favourite stations. I mean, doesn't it look pretty? Then, the Treherbert branch line links with the lines from Aberdare and Merthyr Tydfil via Abercynon to arrive at Pontypridd. This is a vast, sprawling station compared to most of the stations on this branch line with only one platform. The next stop is Treforest, which is where a number of university residences are. We pass another train here. Let's wave. Actually, let's not, because that would be embarrassing. It's a rather nice station, I think, don't you? Although on the other side there's not much to look at. But something very interesting then appears as I look outside the window, and that's overhead line equipment. This diesel route is becoming a tram train route as part of Cardiff's Metro project. Brand new, state-of-the-art tram trains, Class 398s, will replace these diesel 150s as seen here at Treforest Estate. They'll be manufactured by Stadler, and they'll be looked after at a brand new depot in Taftswell. Speak of the devil, next stop is Taftswell, and you can see the work being done to build the new Taftswell depot. This will house all the tram trains which will run on the newly electrified route into Cardiff. Speaking of Cardiff, we're getting ever closer. The next stop is Rhondda. Okay, it's not the most attractive station, but it's functional and important, as it's the junction for the City Line via Ninian Park. Onwards and upwards though, we're getting closer to Cardiff now, and the next stop is Llandaff. Shortly after Llandaff will be the station of Cyteis. Cyteis is well used by students of Cardiff University, as the station is adjacent to many of its buildings, including the Student Union, adjacent to this costa. And there it is, Cardiff city centre, Queen Street to be precise, and, surprise surprise, the next stop is Cardiff Queen Street. This station is a good reminder that size isn't everything, although that is a very big size. Can I call it a skyscraper? No, probably not actually. But although it's not a big station, it's very, very well used and gets extremely busy in the peaks. Fortunately, I wasn't travelling at the peaks. We've left Queen Street now, which means there's only one more stop, the final stop. As we pass the Motorpoint Arena, which is where Ed Sheeran performed not too long ago, although I don't like Ed Sheeran actually, so I don't know why I told you that, we join the main line, where Great Western Railway services come from London and Reading and Swindon and loads more other places. Transport for Wales services come from Holyhead and as far away as Manchester. Yes, trains reunite with each other here at the main line. Okay, sentimental stuff aside, we're really getting close now, and here we are. Cardiff Central Station, where a Great Western Railway train awaits. Maybe I should film a route on one of those one day. I've really enjoyed this journey down, actually. I'm almost quite sad to get off, but not that sad because I've got other plans for tonight, those including Nando's and the pub. That aside, it's been a lovely journey. Here's another glance of the Northern unit at the back, and it's interesting seating. If you want to have a go on that down in Cardiff, make the most of it because they're only on short-term hire. I hope you enjoyed this journey today, and I hope it gave you an insight into a new route perhaps you've not seen before. My ticket was £5.20 with a 16 to 25 rail card, purchased on Train Split. It was a walk-up fare as there are no advance tickets on this route, meaning you save no money by booking in advance. I hope you've enjoyed the video today. See you later. That concludes the trip report. If you've enjoyed it, please consider liking and subscribing. Thanks for watching The Rateway.